Good morning and welcome to the August 1st, 2017 edition of the Bible, Delight in the Details. I'm J. Lenora Bressler as we continue our look at the Psalms. Today we're looking at Psalm 122, known as a Song of Ascent. This psalm is thought to have been sung by pilgrims as they approached or came up to the temple in Jerusalem, primarily during the 3 pilgrimage days that were required of that every Jewish man come to the temple to worship. There were 3 festivals that they all had to attend. This psalm starts out, "I was glad when they said to me, 'Let us go into the house of the Lord.' Our feet are at the gates of Jerusalem." We have talked in other sessions of this program about how God goes with us wherever we go. We are never out of His presence. He is never farther away than our request. And in fact, even when we don't request Him, He's still there. He has designed a world where there is never a place where He cannot get to us and we cannot get to Him. And that is absolutely true. But it is also true that there are certain places where we may feel His presence generally even more. And therefore, if you wish to have a message from God, if you wish to feel His closeness, it's wise to place yourself in those locations. And of course, in our modern day, we're talking about places where God is lifted up, is spoken about, is taught about. Now, of course, that can be an established church, and I am very much supportive of that. I think that the Christian life, as indicated in the New Testament, is meant to be a communal life. We are meant to be, on a regular basis, intentionally surrounded by and impacted by people of our similar faith as we lift up God and we worship and learn together. So I am very much a proponent of what you might call established religion. Of course, there are bad apples, and you must be wise in the Word. You've got to know the Word. Therefore, you can make a discernment about whether or not a certain church, a certain Bible teacher is doctrinally correct, and therefore is to be followed, and that you are to be in their presence. But there are other places too in this modern world. For example, you should be listening to gospel radio stations. And again, using your understanding of the Word, discern which of those are actually good biblical teachings. Look for wise teaching on the radio, in periodicals, on TV. Go to Bible studies that are either associated with your church or some which are not, but which, again, in discernment, you know and you believe they are teaching the biblical truth. Ask yourself, who is having the biggest impact on your life? Psychologists tell us that we really do become the 5 people with whom we engage the most. So think about, who are you engaging with the most in your life? And they're probably rubbing off on you. If they're not people that are of your faith, then be aware that that may might be having an impact on how you view the world and how you view the truth of God. Take an inventory of how you're spending your time, what you're watching and listening to, who is impacting you, and ask yourself, is this a good place for my feet to be? I'm J. Lenora Bressler. Visit me on the next edition of the Bible, Delight in the Details. Have a great day.